increase and enhance your know, like, and trust factor when it comes to making sales online? So we're going to dive into it right now. I'm going to give you 3 powerful points that are going to help you increase your know, like, and trust factor so that way people will actually purchase from you. You can have the most amazing product in the world, but if people don't trust you, they're not gonna want to buy, right? So number one is, this is what I've done, is I always under promise and over deliver. Okay, I always under promise and over deliver. It just works better when you do it that way. When you try to, just give 10% and you try to make it seem like everything is just so magical inside of your program and you have to buy it and you're begging people to buy it and then they get it and it's a piece of crap, you literally, your credibility is, it's pretty much going to be almost impossible to get it back. And then guess what happens? People will then start to talk about you to other people, and people will automatically write you off because they know, like, and trust their friend that is telling you don't ever buy a product from that person, right? So always, in my opinion, you always want to make sure that you are under promising and over delivering. So when someone actually gets your product, they're like, whoa, this is way more than I expected. I can't believe it was only this amount. I can't believe how much this person helped me. I can't believe how much I transformed. Like, this is amazing. And then everybody will be screaming your product from the rooftop. And then pretty much your products will be selling on like a well-oiled machine. Okay. Now, what I want to do is give you kind of like a part B to that. So you're saying, okay, that's great, Ciana, but how do I even get them to purchase at all? So you always want to make sure to schedule in time in your week, even if it's just once a week. I would suggest trying to go as much as you can live on either your YouTube channel, your Instagram, and just allow people to ask you questions and be available, right? For free. So you have 20 minutes, 1 time a week, 2 times a week to go live and be able to connect with people. Okay. And the reason why I go live every day on my other channel, and I'm going to start going live more on this channel as well, is because I genuinely have a heart to help. I genuinely get pleasure and joy out of being able to help. Okay. Hello. So that is one of the number 1 things that you can do, is be available. If you're not available for questions, if you're not available when people email you and you're not emailing them back, if you're not reading your comments, like today, we had a beautiful comment from one of our beautiful C Code members. And they said, hey, how do you increase your know, like, and trust factor? And I was like, I'm just going to do an entire live on it. And I hope that this person, the person that left the last comment, I hope they see this and hopefully they pop in live right now. But it is like a non-negotiable, you guys. If you're not available and you're not authentic, people are not going to, they're not going to give you another chance after that. So if you say you're available, if you say you actually have a service that transforms, if you say you actually have a service that will get someone from point A to point B, if you say you have a service that will get somebody to not be sad anymore, to get out of depression, get out of stress, if you actually have a product that can transform and do that, why wouldn't you want to shout your product from the rooftop, right? Why wouldn't you want to be live as much as possible? Because you really want people to transform with your product and you have the best product. So that's a really big piece. If you don't believe in your product yourself and you don't want to shout it from the rooftop, then you have to really not offer a service for a while and then go back to the drawing board and say, hey, look, what is it that I would love to shout this from the rooftop. Okay. So now if you already have that in the bag, then being available, going live as much as you can, posting quality content. And this is what I'll say. A lot of times people will say the what, like post quality content. What does that even mean, right? What does posting quality content even mean? Posting quality content means you get somebody from point A to point B in that content. Don't make somebody have to pay you to prove that you can help them, right? Now, if you're able to help them transform in just a 20-minute video or a 10-minute video, it's 90% guaranteed that they're actually going to purchase something from you because they're like, whoa, this is a free piece of content and I already feel better. I already transformed just in this this person unlocked something for me. I want to see what they have to offer, right? But if you're like trying to skimp by and not really give, you know, the juice, right? Then people are not gonna, they're not gonna know that you can actually help them. So that's a big piece as well. That's probably number 3. So that's number 3 is give away 90% and keep the 10% packaged up. I know that sounds wild, but don't have a scarcity mindset. You're always going to have amazing things to offer. You're never going to run out of services to be able to give. But people have to understand that they can actually trust you to get them from point A to point B. So if I'm on live right now and I'm saying, hey guys, just post quality content and go live as much as you can. Okay, get my $1,000 product. It's amazing. You'll transform. It's like, it doesn't work like that. It does seem scammy. Okay. Also, to make sure to like the video. If you're in here right now, that would be awesome. That just gives me kind of like a virtual nod that we're on the same page together. So those are the 3 things. I'm just going to add more as, you know, we continue to do this drive together. Another way to enhance your know, like, and trust factor is to like actually respond to comments. Like take the time out either to do an entire live video or a whole like 10-minute video, or comment back in the comments. Now, just to let you know, you might say, well, I don't have time. Well, then you don't really want this that bad then, right? Like you don't really like have a heart out to really help if you just literally don't have time. You have to make the time to nurture your clients, nurture your potential clients. Okay. So what I do is I do a 10-minute, 15-minute blitz where I will just be super laser focused on just my comment section on my other channel. And I will say, I'll talk it in, like I'll respond via talking, because I don't have time to like sit there and text, right? We know how long texting can be. So I will press the little speaker and I will talk text and say, hey, super excited that you're here. Love to answer your questions. So and I'll do another video on it, right? And just being able to speak into the comment section has really been able to, you know, get me to be able to get you the information that you need. Because a lot of times people really, they're looking to, they're saying, okay, this is your shot. This is your chance to prove that you can actually help me. I'm actually excited to be, you know, purchase something from you, but I don't like know if you can help me yet, right? It seems like you can. So that's why I'm asking you this question. So that is your opportunity, especially at the beginning. For the first 6 months to a year, you should be responding to 100% of your comments, and you just schedule it into your day. Say 20 minutes a day, I'm going to just take time to comment back to everybody. Now, let's be honest. If you are a beginner, you're not going to even need 20 minutes. You might just need a minute because you might not have a ton of comments, right? But as you get more popular, as your page starts to grow, you really do want to make sure to comment to everybody. And guess what? Everybody else can see that you're commenting, by the way. So I've actually been live on my other channel, and they're like, one of the things that I really like about Ciana is that she actually takes the time to comment back. Now I've had YouTube, my other YouTube channel, for 5 years. So people give me grace if I don't comment back, or what I'll do is I'll read the comments and then I'll just do an entire live video and really be able to elaborate. Okay. Another way that you can increase your know, like, and trust factor to get people to buy your digital product, to get people to buy your digital services, to people, for people to actually want to book coaching with you, is if you are actually listening. So for example, there was a beautiful soul that asked this question. I actually listened. I didn't just pop on live and start talking about something else. I was like, this person asked this question and I'm going to deliver the answer. So if you get questions when you're on live, maybe you get comments under your video and you're not really answering their questions, like you might read the question out loud and then you're not really like, you're not answering their question. And it's like, okay, well, that's nice, but can you read the question again and actually answer my question? So another great way to even get used to making more content is just to make your videos about an entire, you know, question that somebody had. Do a 10-minute video on an entire question. Okay. Hey, welcome in, everybody coming in. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay. So this is how you make money. This is how I was able to start making completely full-time income. This is how one of the biggest months I've ever had was a $39,000 month. And it was because I was live on TikTok. I was live on TikTok and I was pouring my heart out and soul about this particular product. And people, it just went viral because I was really listening to what people, you know, were saying that they had an issue with. I was saying the issue that I had and how I immediately resolved it with this particular product. Now, this was a physical product, but I was an affiliate, right? So it was still technically a digital transaction because I was just an affiliate for this particular product. So people could feel the authenticity. People can feel that I was telling the truth. They could feel that I actually use this product. They can feel that I actually literally eradicated my problem and got rid of this particular ear pain that I was having because of this product, okay? Thanks for making a video about, yes. So J. Marie, this was for you specifically. I announced you at the beginning of the video. I couldn't recall, I didn't want to like read it while I was driving, but this whole video is for you. So make sure to rewatch this on the replay because I'm at like number 4 or 5 right now on how you can increase your know, like, and trust factor. And I'm also going to do a couple more lives and go in because you had 2 more questions in that whole, when you commented. So I want to just dedicate whole videos just to each question to really elaborate for you. So again, another thing that you can do is show up consistently online. Show up consistently. If you're someone, how many times have we come across a creator and they talk a big game, they have all these things to offer, they're talking about, you know, they're just talking up a good game, and then all of a sudden they just disappear for 3 weeks. It's like, you have to think about it like this. You have to think about you having an actual physical store. If you had a store in the mall and you were only open 1 or 2 times a month, forget it. No one's going to care to go into your store, right? You have to think about your online services as you having an online store. Like you have a physical brick and mortar, but it's in a digital form. So that's why I go live virtually every single day on my other channel, Embody Pursuit, Ciana Singh Embody Pursuit, and where we talk about health, fitness, and mindfulness. I go live every day because it's like, I'm like, okay, well, this is my store. This is my virtual store. If I had a physical brick and mortar store, I would be consistent. I would be there every day working in the store, helping out customers physically. So because we're virtual, I need to show up. So I'm not saying you have to go live every single day like I do, but there needs to be something fresh on your page, on your channel every single, like at least 3 to 4 times. If you want to really, if you're really about that life, to be honest, every day. So I always have, at least at minimum, I post like a 15-second YouTube short offering some kind of benefit, some kind of education, some kind of value, right? I will post a community tab. I will post something on, I'll do a live. Maybe I'll take a clip from one of a live video, a live stream, and I'll post it in the normal video section. Like there's always something fresh on my channel, right? And now that I have the C code, I'm going to be going hard on this channel because I have a passion for helping millennial individual, my millennial brothers and sisters out there to make money online. So I went on a whole rant earlier about why that is, but I feel like we're the ones who are supposed to be benefiting from this digital era. The Gen Zs are not the only one that are supposed to be making money on tens of thousands of dollars every day at 18 years old from online. We're actually the ones that grew up, right? Who you talking to? So Aaliyah, oh, I was talking to J. Marie. And then who am I talking to? Aaliyah. So I'm talking to anybody that wants to increase their know, like, and trust factor when it comes to being able to sell products, digital products. You can even relay this information to in person as well. But I've been able to be full-time online because I'm consistent, I'm authentic. I've also been able to prove that I can actually help you by giving away tons and tons and tons of thousands of hours at this point of free content on my other channel, proving that I can actually help you. Okay. Then when I offered my course on how to teach you or anyone else that wants to learn how to make money online, I have a whole course on it. People bought it up because they were like, well, she's already helped us so much for free. I know that she knows what she's talking about because I actually applied what Ciana told me to do. And she told me to do this for free. She taught me how to do this for free. I did it and I got a result. So I'm absolutely going to get it. right? So if you don't want to get my course, that's fine. There's free content even on this channel that is helping people already. But if you're actually serious and you want to fast track this and you want me as your coach, because you get a direct email access to me, then get my course. It's down in the description. It is 35% off right now, which is crazy. I can't even believe it's that much off, but 35% off right now. And you will learn how to get your website up, your ebook going, you can even get your coaching program going, anything that you want. Okay. So what I do, I'm literally handing you the blueprint. Now I do talk about, like even more deeper layers. I do have a free training that is available. So go ahead and get the free training if anybody's interested. But get the free training. It's a 90-minute training and it gives you a deeper insight. So it's 100% for free. Okay. So make sure to go to embodypursuit.com, go down in the description, and you can get that too. But if you want to just get this going and get it up, and you're not like, you're done waiting, you're done with like, oh, in the future, and you're ready to be embodied with your next level, with being able to make money fast, let me be your coach. Get the course. I'll be your coach, and you can direct email me. So another way that you can increase know, like, and trust factor. All right. And this is direct feedback from the community that I have on my other YouTube channel. It's the fact that I am really like genuine when I'm speaking on my live streams. Like, I'm not just reading off of a script only, which a script is actually still a good idea, but I'm really reading the questions and then I really elaborate on the answers for you guys, right? I'm not just, saying, oh yeah, go do this, and giving you like a 1-word answer or a 2-word answer. People are like, no, you really love this stuff. People can see the passion, they can feel it. So the more you go live, the more you'll get comfortable speaking, and the more that people, they don't even care if you're stuttering. They don't care if you are like nervous or scared. They just love to see that you're trying, and they love to see that you're consistent, and they love to see that you're actually giving valuable information. They will give you grace on if you're not the best speaker or you're not the best live streamer. It was a train wreck when I was going live. I was a nervous Nancy. I was stuttering all over the place. I couldn't get my thoughts together. Sometimes I would bounce around all over the place. It was just bad. But now I live stream all the time, and things just kind of flow. I don't have a very specific structure. I still don't do that, but I'm speaking from my heart, and I actually believe what I'm talking about because it's true, right? So if you have a really great product, once you start opening up your mouth and you start talking about it, people are going to feel that you actually believe in what you're talking about. How many times do people create a product, but they don't actually even like really like their product? Like, we were actually talking about this on my other channel, how you can have a product and you feel like it's good, but you're not like super excited about it. So it makes you not want to talk about it. Or then when you do talk about it, you're just not confident. Like, you're not getting it across that you can actually help somebody with your product. So you're kind of like tiptoeing, you're kind of like have this nervous, uncomfortable energy. You kind of have like maybe you can get my product, and maybe, you might have a little bit of success like with my product. Like, if you have that kind of energy, just scale back and make sure, game plan, regroup, and make a product that you actually are obsessed with yourself. I am obsessed with my course. I love what my course has to offer. Like, I don't care. I'm shouting it from the rooftops. I talk about it all the time. People are absolutely having success that are students right now. I love it because it's part of why I'm able to be full-time. And I was so lost and so confused for the longest time. And people saw that, number 7 or number 8, whatever number we're on, post your journey. That is like 100% guarantee you're going to make sales online, because people saw you in the grind. They saw you in the trenches. So that's why I would go live so much on my other channel, because I knew it. I could see almost like I had this like perceptiveness about the future. Like, I'm going to be able to use these horrible videos in the future to prove that I was on the grind. I've done so many failures over and over and over and over and over and over and over again that when I'm like, this works, guys, they know I'm telling the truth because they saw the 5-year journey on my other YouTube channel. I've been posting for 5 years, going live for 5 years, and they've seen the whole journey's there. And I'm not gonna lie, there's parts of those, some of those videos I'm like, ooh, I want to take that down, but I'm like, nope, I'm keeping it up because I want people to see that I know what I'm talking about, because they saw me in the trenches. So it's a guarantee, guys. If you post your journey, so say you do a 30-day challenge and you post your whole journey, it's almost impossible not to make a sale because people saw you actually try and fail over and over. So then all of a sudden you figured it out and they're like, okay, well, I don't want to have to go through that journey. I don't have time for that journey. So I'm just going to buy your ebook. So because I saw that you went through the journey already, so I'm going to buy your ebook. It's going to cut down time for me and it's a win-win for everybody. And I already know, like, and trust you because you gave away so much for free by sharing your journey. You were vulnerable and you were sharing your journey. Okay. So those are the major key takeaways. So about 7 to 8 different things that you can do to almost guaranteed, don't even have to overthink it, analyze it. You will make sales if you do the 7 to 8 things that I just discussed. Okay. I love your questions. J. Marie, I'm going to be doing another, other live streams about the other 2 parts of your question. So stay tuned for that. Everybody else, if you're watching this right now, go ahead and comment below. If you're watching this on the replay, then I want you to comment down below and ask me a very specific question, and I'm happy to do an entire live stream, okay? Make sure to get down in the description and get the free webinar. Get the free webinar of how you can start making money right now, exactly how I am full-time. I do not have a 9-to-5 job. I'm a millennial woman. I want to help all you. You are my brother and sister, okay, in this millennial journey, in this millennial time period. We know we're the ones, this is our inheritance. We're the ones who are supposed to be making money from online, not the Gen Z. We're not going to be the crash dummies for the Gen Z that gets to only be making $10,000 right when they turn 18, learning how to do it from online. That's our birthright. In my very, very biased opinion. Okay. So I want you to be able to do this, and you can say, I love my 9-to-5, Ciana. I love that for you. But let's still have some kind of way that you are making money online. So that way, no matter what, you are just like economy proof. No matter what happens, you have something to fall back on. Okay. If you have an online presence, if you're watching this, it means you have a YouTube channel. Why don't just watch me make money online. I want you to be making money with me. So get the free webinar. If you're ready to go right now, you can just get the course. But if you want the free webinar to dive deeper on how I did this, go ahead and get the free webinar. So go to Embody Pursuit, Embody, so E-M-B-O-D-Y, Embody Pursuit, because we're always in pursuit of embodying that next level. We actually take action. We become embodied. We become embodied with wanting to make more money. We become embodied with our health, our fitness, right? We take action over here. We take pursuit. So that's why my website is called Embody Pursuit. And this is more of the C code. It's kind of like the cheat code, but it's a C code. It's what I personally have done. I've been in the game for 10 years. I have not had a full-time job for 10 years, going on a decade of not having a 9-to-5. Okay, I've done, you guys, so much blood, sweat, and tears. So you have found the right channel. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and send this to anyone that can help. If they're a millennial, this is specifically for my millennial brothers and sisters out there. We're the ones who are supposed to be making $20,000 to $30,000 a month from online, not just the Gen Zs. Okay, have a beautiful rest of your night, guys, and we'll talk soon. Bye.